Hey guys, subscribe for daily content. And if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks! What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got another short little unboxing video to share with you guys. Man, sometimes the card slap is so good that it startles me, and it's like I don't know how to start my videos because I'm thinking, wow, that was a good throw, right? So it's good we got through that one. I don't have to cut it. Thanks so much to Sencut/we/Civivi for sending this in for me to take a look at. Thanks to my patrons for supporting me, and please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. All right, I have no idea what this is. Sencut has gotten to the point where they just send me stuff that's new, and that's fine, right? Most of their stuff is worth checking out anyway. Whatever it is, I will make sure that it is linked right down below in the description. It does help my channel to use those links, but that's entirely up to you. Is it open? Okay, yeah, it is. I don't like to look at the little piece of paper. The Mims Guibushia? Everybody Googling. I'm going to pretend I already knew what that was, and I'll leave a comment. No, you didn't. Maybe you did. I don't know. I've never seen that word before, right? Google. We're in this like golden time period where like you can still present yourself as, you know, knowledgeable on a subject, even though it's like we forget like, oh yeah, that's right. Everybody has access to Google, so this dude could just be full of it. I do it. Did you know the London Bridge was originally the original concept? You know. Okay, anyways, open the knife, idiot. Okay, what do we got? Hey, listen, Sencut and we and Civivi, I love you guys. I love the stuff that you send. You have cool stuff, right? Not always. Every now and then it's something I don't like. I'm not the biggest fan of wood scales. You know, I understand some people are, and these aren't necessarily just for me, right? It's really hard for me to get excited about wood scales. You know, food for thought. I don't think they look the best. So I'm going to do my best to just pay attention to the design of this because, as we all know, these knives come in various, you know, material combinations. So, for the... Hey! Send me what I like. Stop sending me what you like. Sorry, I just realized how demanding that sounded. I hope that comes off as a request and not a demand. So we have 9CR. I'm sorry. No, wait. Is that what we have? Yeah, 9CR 18 MOV. We have wood, and we have honestly a pretty straightforward design. They did get. Well, how is that different? Really from any of the other Sencuts? They did get the detent tune correctly. Access to the lock bar is also good. Very low profile flipper tab with good action, right? Very easy to accomplish the reverse flick, right? Same with the forward flick because you can kind of tuck your thumb underneath there and kick it out, right? So that works perfectly. We have, a mounting position for lefties. That's wonderful. Good. We have lipped steel liners that have likely been milled out for weight reduction. Yep. This looks like a knife that should not cost very much. It also looks like a handle and blade profile that we have likely seen variations of on different models. This is more of, you know, kind of the same stuff that we usually see from Sencut. Slight variation on handle profile, slight variation on blade profile, right? Looks like maybe the slot is the big, not a brand new thing, but maybe for this specific combination of things. We do have a nice choke up area. This works because the flipper tab is not prominent, right? And they've carved out a pretty large section of the blade. I always complain, you know, when they do like a it's kind of a, it's not really a choil, it's more of a choi. It's only about 3/4 of the way there, right? It's made for like baby fingers. So it's not really, it's like a huge sharpening choil, right? Or there's a gigantic flipper tab and they're like, oh, we couldn't possibly spare another 1/4 inch of cutting edge. Let's make the forward choil extremely unsafe, right? Now, this works because we have a low profile flipper tab and they went ahead and carved out a pretty good chunk of the blade. So you have a pretty good usable forward choil without sacrificing any meaningful cutting edge, right? Ergos are good, very generic, right? I'm going to hope and assume that this is going to come in around the $45 mark. I think that would be right about where it should be, just based on the other things that I've handled. This is not a review. I should start saying this at the beginning of these videos, since I know a lot of you only watch about 4 minutes. This is just an unboxing and first impressions. The review will come later. 8 inches overall. Wow, 3.6 inch blade. Cutting edge is coming in at about 3.3. All right. And weight on this guy. Hang on here. Let's see. Weight is coming in at 3.35 ounces. Honestly, pretty good. I mean, this is going to be... The nice thing about Sencut / Civivi, you know, because they're doing all that. The nice thing about them making this stuff in just slight variations of some other model is that we've heard this a million times, right? I mean, look through the comment section under any video, not just mine, but any, knife related channel on YouTube. You got people going, it would be just perfect if they would change blah, or if they would just switch the blah with the blah, or if it came in blah, I would blah, And that's fine, because we all are super duper particular, even when it comes out. Now, we're all extremely fortunate to live in a time period where we can get this for about $50. It used to be that you had to spend a lot more money to get exactly what you wanted. But now, with companies like Civivi, Sencut, you can toss in Kubi and a bunch of other companies in there, right? You can get almost exactly what you want. And a lot of times it's as simple as looking through the inventories of a single company like Sencut or Civivi, because they have so many models with slight variations, right? And I know people want to complain about that, right? But you got to remember, the fact that it exists it's not hurting you. It's not hurting anybody else, right? We have so many choices that it's silly to, like the complaint that there's too much of the same thing is silly, right? Because are there a million of these types of knives on the market? Sure. But there's also a million knives on the market that are so unbelievably, wildly different. We have so many choices. You have to go out of your way to complain about something looking the same as something else in today's day and age, right? I just think that that's a really empty complaint. We have way too many choices for anybody who bothers to put the slightest amount of energy into looking. We have way too many choices. So, is it okay that Sencut Civivi does this, right? Yeah. As a reviewer, I do point out, hey, listen, this is kind of the same cookie cutter build that we've been seeing, right? And I do think it's a good idea that Sencut / Civivi take chances every now and then. This obviously is not a take a chance kind of build. This is very, very, very similar. So it's fine if they want to make this type of thing their bread and butter. That's okay, right? And this type of stuff still has its place. Obviously, I wouldn't want to live in a knife world where every single pocket knife that came out looked like a batarang. That's also not a good world, right? We need a few batarangs and we need a few folding steak knives, right? And a bunch of stuff in between, for sure. All right. Anyways, yeah, that's going to be it for today. I'll link this down below. You guys can check this out along with Sencut knives in general. Thanks again to Sencut for sending it in. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe, because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.